Hi, so today's video is the MBTI test, which for some reason XO has been doing, and ever since XO has been doing this test, I've been getting questions like, what's your MBTI result? And I don't know. I've never even heard about this MBTI thing before XO started doing it. Yeah, so, and someone on Curious Cat sent me a link to a test like this, and they were like, I think that's the same one that SEHUN and CHANYEOL did in their video, so let's see. Okay, you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. No.
No.
No. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Unfortunately. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. Yeah, and I tend to just give them to do their own decision. I will support you on whichever decision you make. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. Conversation, we don't know her.
No.
If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. Yes, because I have anxiety if I don't do something that I'm supposed to do. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. I don't meet people. So yeah, rarely. It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. That's all I do. You're very affectionate with people you care about.
No.
You have a careful and methodical approach to life. No.
No.
I literally don't. Like I have a university degree, but I didn't even plan to go to university actually. I didn't prepare for the exams, I didn't do anything. Didn't even plan on what I'm gonna study, anything. But then my mom was like, you should take the test, and I was like, let's go. And I ended up graduating university. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. Yeah. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. No, I can't. I cannot. Not me. No.
No.
I can turn a not pressured moment into a pressured one just by overthinking. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life? Actually, no, and sometimes it's a problem because I hate injustice and stuff, and sometimes it's a problem to be like that. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. No, I have like life problems, so I can't really be onto my goals all the time.
Okay.
If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. I doubt myself and my abilities and my knowledge even when I don't make mistakes. So when at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to the new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. I don't talk to anyone, not even to people I know. Well, actually, I don't go to social events, so... You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. No, that's the only discussions I'm interested in. You would never let yourself cry in front of others? Kinda. I cried in front of others before, but yeah, I hate crying in front of people.
EXO.
You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate ones. How do I perceive this question? Because usually I'm alone at all times in my room quietly. Well, with music, but I would rather live in the busy Seoul than in my hometown where no one and nothing lives. So maybe. You like discussing different views and theories of what the world would look like in the future. Yeah. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. No.
안 돼요.
You often make decisions on a whim. Yeah, kinda.
네.
The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Anyways, you always know exactly what you want. Actually, I have no idea what I want, so you tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. No, I don't live in reality. What's that? Never heard of her. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I'm trying to think of a time where I had to think of other people's feelings. See, I don't interact with people to have answers to this question. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed. This is me having a YouTube channel. Every time someone says, I love your YouTube, you're like so cool, and I'm like... And then the next day everyone on Twitter hates you. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or Don't we all? Your mood can change very quickly. Yeah, kinda yeah. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Yeah. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. No, I don't know. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. Whenever I go out with people, like when I go to a social event or anywhere where there's people, I end up trying not to cry because it just reminds me of how out of place I am at all times with everyone else. So... Fun. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Probably not, because I usually don't have emotions. I'm in a constant state of... and I just block out every emotion I have.
Okay.
You rarely feel insecure. Oh, okay. Your personality type is INTPT, whatever that means. So, I'm 90% extroverted. Just kidding. I'm 90% introverted. Okay, energy. Intuitive, makes sense. Nature, thinking over feeling. Tactics, prospecting instead of judging. Learn from yesterday, live today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not stop questioning. The logical personality type is fairly rare, making up only 3% of the population. Which is definitely a good thing for them, as there's nothing they'd be more unhappy about than being common. People who share the logician personality type aren't interested in practical day-to-day activities and maintenance. They may appear to drift about in an unending daydream. Constant thinking can have the effect of making them look pensive and detached, as they are often conducting full fledged effects. This called me out. Further, logicians are unlikely to understand emotional complaints at all, and their friends won't find a bedrock of emotional support. That's why I don't have friends. Imaginative and original. Funny. Open-minded. True. Enthusiastic. Internally. Logician weaknesses. Very private and withdrawn. Insensitive. When logicians' interest is captured, their absence goes beyond social matters to include the rest of the physical one. Romantic relationships. We can just skip this part because it's just gonna say non-existent. When it comes to romantic relationships, logicians have an interesting mixture of traits that often pleasantly surprise their partners. People with this personality type are always full of ideas, but they have few opportunities to explore them. It's so funny, dude! Friendships. Many of the usual motivations for making friends, emotional support, social validation, shared routine simply don't apply to logicians. Yeah, moving on, because people often DM me like, can we be friends? I want to be your friend and stuff, but I don't do friendships. As I said, I have one friend in real life, and that's because she's the only one who doesn't ask for me to be the typical friend, you know? She lives maybe like 15 minutes away walking distance from me. Last time I saw her was like probably a year ago. I don't do friendship. At some point in reading through your results, you probably hit a tipping point. You went from trademark logician skepticism to to wait what? You may even be a little uncomfortable because you are really not used to being understood even by the people you're This is no date of birth gimmick, and no, we did not sign. This is so funny. I wonder if they'd give like a no, we don't spy on you explanations to other personality types, or it's just now. Okay.
유형별 동물 INTP 너는
So SEHUN got the same. Wait, so SEHUN also has INTP? What? But mine is INTP T and his is just INTP. If he's similar to me, then I feel bad for him. Does that mean that he suffers like me every day? No, I feel so bad. Someone tell me in the comments if you know what's the difference between INTP and INTP-T, because I feel so bad for him. Oh my god. Oh no. I already see the comments being like, I knew it's gonna be the same as SEHUN, because every time I do anything, people are like, SEHUN is your bias, right? You always joke about SEHUN, you are the same as SEHUN. But the thing is, if we got the same result, I feel bad for him. This is awful. That means he's suffering like me. Please tell me there's a difference between INTP and INTP-T, because I don't want to believe that SEHUN lives his life like me, because it's not fun. So yeah, there you go, that's the test. That's it, that's the video. It was probably really boring to watch, but that's for those who were curious about who I am. Were you surprised at my result? No, actually, were you surprised? Because when I did the Q&A video, there were like assumptions that I was like, really? You thought that about me? So yeah, were you surprised by my results? Because I feel bad. Anyways, now you know why I am the way I am. See you in the next video. Bye.